Just think of 1,000 books, and maybe an average price of that might be $25. 1,000 books times 25, so I have $25,000 in books behind me? Seems crazy, right? Hey everybody. So today I'm going to talk with you, and this topic is related to wealth building, but it's also related to just, personal growth and fulfillment in your life. I'm going to talk to you about collecting things especially. The world, the marketing world, the commercial world wants you to be a collector. And certainly I fell into this, when I was a kid. I collected baseball cards, shoe boxes full of baseball cards. Back when I was a kid, I also collected little cars, these toy cars. And I thought the more cars that I can get, the better. Think back to all the possible things. Beanie Babies, from way back when. There are videos that you could collect. There are trading cards, back in the day, Pokemon cards, video games that you could collect, all these different things. And collections get more and more expensive. So they could be, collections of watches, or they could be collections of purses. Basketball and football or baseball, they want you to collect jerseys or hats. So there are all these different things that you could possibly start collecting. And the issue behind this is that these companies will issue more and more of these things. You feel like you need to collect them. You need to buy that next thing. I used to collect coins, right? And so I have this box of coins that I have for every single type of penny that was made. And so the world wants you to be a collector. The problem is that you can over collect and you spend money on these things that you might call an investment. When in reality, an investment is only something if you buy something and if you sell it for more than you bought it for. So you get into this trap of calling something an investment when in reality, it's basically a trap for your money. You end up spending more and more money trying to complete your collection. Here's an example, right? Take a look in the bookshelf behind me. At one point, these bookshelves right behind me had probably over 1,000 books. And I had spent money buying these books, or they had been given to me. And just think of 1,000 books, and maybe an average price of that might be $25. 1,000 books times 25, so I had $25,000 in books behind me. It seems crazy, right? I gave all those books away. And in fact, what you'll see is that I just have one stack of books that's right here. And those books are the most important to me, that have had the biggest impact on my life. And so I keep those books. But everything else I just gave away. Hopefully they'll provide joy to somebody else. Actually donated it to a nonprofit organization so that they can make money and they can use it for something else. So I'm really encouraging you to not collect things, to stop thinking of needing to buy things to complete your collection. Now, I'll surprise you by saying that I am a hoarder of one thing, and only one thing. I'm a hoarder of stories. I collect stories, and my stories have to do with people that I've influenced through my life, and stories of situations where people that I have worked with or talked with have gone on to do great things in their lives. I absolutely hoard those stories. I love those stories. I keep those stories deep in my heart, and I strive to create more and more of those stories as we go along, so that at the end of my life, I'll end up with this whole set of these stories of people that I've impacted in my life, rather than continuing to collect more and more things. Because at the end of my life, I don't want to burden my kids with having to sort through my things and have to discard the things that I've collected. I'd rather not have those collected things to burden on them, and instead have a collection of stories that I have accumulated throughout my life. I just want to leave this with you, that collect meaningful stories, be aggressive in how many that you hoard and that you hold close to your heart, and really avoid the trap, which is just collecting more and more things, spending more and more money on creating and completing your collections with things. That will drive more wealth building in your life and more fulfillment in your life at the same time. I hope this story lands with you. Hope you take it to heart and that you start to live your life in this more proper manner. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.